Welcome to Quick Tips for thinkorswim. I'm Connie Hill. Did you know that your thinkorswim charts has the ability to point out and show you where a price pattern might be? Well, it can, and I'm going to show you how you can do this yourself. The things we talk about today is for educational and informational purposes only. Don't consider it a recommendation. We're going to head over here to the charts, and we're going to start out here with CRM. I've got a one-year chart here, no studies, because I want to show you how this works. There's a little box up here in the upper right-hand corner that says patterns. You might not have noticed it before, but that's where it is. It will allow us to set some things up so that the chart patterns can be identified for us. Click on patterns. First thing you need to do is make sure you check this box that says show patterns, and then we're going to go in and select what patterns we want it to find for us. Now as we come in here, I want you to notice under the classic tab is where these price patterns are. It also has the ability to find candlestick patterns and some Fibonacci patterns. Those will be shown in a different tutorial. Now I'm going to choose a few of the patterns. If you wanted, you could choose all of them, but your chart gets really messy. All right, we're going to do channel down, add selected. We'll go to a double top, add selected. Let's do a head and shoulders, and let's do a triple top. And let's also do, we do have the channel down. All right, we'll just pick those four for now. We're going to go ahead, we're going to say okay. And then guess what? A bunch of lines just appeared on our chart here. Let's start over here in the upper left-hand corner. The pattern that it found for us here looks like it has blue lines. And as I put my mouse on one of the lines, it doesn't matter which one, it'll show us what the name of it is, what direction it's projected to go. Most of them are going to say both. And then it'll give you a range and a date. And then if it's projected to go down, it's going to be it'll show you here in the red box, like you can see down here. That's where it was projected to go, and it actually went there. Not always are price patterns going to go where the target is identified, but a lot of the time they will. Now let's look at another one here. These orange lines. These orange lines are indicating a channel down. Now this particular one, if I highlight just the first row or the first line, it'll highlight the other lines that it's looking at. And in this particular one, it was projected to go up in that area where the green box is, and it didn't do it. Okay, so some price patterns just don't work out. We can come down here. We can see another channel down. We can see another channel down here. So they can be shorter time frames. They can be a little bit longer time frames. Now let's go up here to the patterns again. And I want to show you how you can do some fine tuning. We're going to select on patterns. We're going to do this just for the channel down, but I want you to know what we're going to do here, you could do on each of these. Okay, we're going to select on the gear. And the gear is going to give us three different tabs. This first tab are, well, what are the parameters we're going to use here? The default time frame is from 10 to 500. I've got it on a daily chart right now. So 10 days to 500 days is how long the patterns could be, or you could put in your own variables. Maybe you wanted shorter time frames. And then you can see direction, trend, and breakout. And we can fine tune that if we want, but in this case, we're going to leave it, the breakout, both complete and emerging. And the trend, either a continuation or a reversal, we'll take them both. Or the direction of that channel, bullish or bearish, we'll take both. Now the display here allows you to make some changes. Maybe you need to, maybe you're colorblind, that's fine. But it's going to say, all right, the line we're going to put out here for this one, for the channels, is going to be orange, and if the range is projected to go up, it's going to be green. If it's projected to go down, it's going to be red, just like what we saw in our example. Now, the sensitivity, we're going to go last here. This probably influences the strength of what it identifies you stronger than any of the other parameters here. Now, it has several variables that it's measuring as far as the particular pattern, like the channel down. And we can look for different breakout strength or an increase of volume at the time that it breaks. Now, if we wanted to, we could just come to the top where it says overall signal level, and we could move this along and it'll do it for each of them. We could make it as strong as we want it. We could maybe kind of put it middle of the road. The other thing we can do is maybe we want to fine tune each of these variables. So select on the box here, fine tune, and then maybe, so say for example, you want the breakout strength to be really strong. Maybe that's the one you move over. Maybe you want the clarity. Maybe you want it to be really strong. Okay, you can come in here and fine tune it. Now I'm going to uncheck this so that it just kind of goes middle of the road here, in between something really weak, something really strong. Now I'm going to hit apply here, and as I do so, I want you to notice some of the lines are going to disappear. I'm going to hit apply, we'll say okay. Whoa, all of those channel lines disappeared. Apparently they were on the weaker side of things, right? Because it brought in by default that the strength was on the weak side, and now they're disappeared because we changed those settings. Now, that can be helpful for a trader who's trying to figure out and try to identify with their own eyes some of these patterns. Having the thinkorswim charts find those for you can be really beneficial and useful, and I showed you how you could adjust that depending on how specific you want to be with the price patterns. All right, now you know how to do it. Go ahead, turn this on your own charts and start identifying price patterns.